Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates. I'm now finally back from Star Wars Celebration in Chicago after a quite hectic trip with, well, a lot of cool reveals, as you probably saw: Fallen Order, Episode 9, Mandalorian, Clone Wars Season 7, and so on. A lot of stuff which obviously made us think, well, maybe we can put that in Battlefront 2. But yeah, I had a fantastic week, and I'm sorry for being a little bit, well, lacking with a bit of content, simply because I was focusing on the event, a lot of stuff going on, and you know, making videos from hotel room, running back and forth isn't the ideal situation. So I focus on having fun there instead of just making videos. So apologies for that. But I am now back home, at least for a brief moment. I'm going away over Easter for a couple of days, but then next week I should be back normally with my videos and streams. But I still wanted to get some news out today from the event. So I was hanging out with a lot of the developers there who were all strolling around the show floor, and even Dennis revealed some news to some of the players that he found there, such as the fact that the first capital Supremacy map coming to Battlefront 2, or well, I guess the second one after Geonosis, is indeed Kashyyyk, which Jay then later confirmed out on the Discord. So on the 24th, 6 days from now, we will be getting Kashyyyk for capital Supremacy, which is going to be interesting to see if they're doing, well, how similar it's going to be to the Galactic Assault map. I think it's probably going to be very similar to that, maybe some tweaks just to make it fit perfectly on the game mode and so on. But since it's a completely different game mode, I don't think we're going to notice too much gameplay similarities, which is probably good. But yeah, Kashyyyk and I guess Naboo would be my two biggest picks of the current map, so it wouldn't surprise me if Naboo is the next one that we might be getting for capital Supremacy in May. Another thing that Dennis actually shared was the fact that he said that the current population count is as high as it was 3 weeks after launch, something that Jay also iterated out on Discord by saying, "I'm glad Dennis shared the population details publicly. In case you missed it, our population is now as high as it was in our launch month," which is crazy considering that's about, well, almost 1.5 years ago now, and the game is doing as good as it did at launch. Which just shows how much of a comeback this game has made after the awful launch. And even though it was an awful launch, it probably still had a lot of players at launch, considering that, well, a controversy can only do so much to the launch of the game. And to kind of strengthen this further, for instance, Battlefront 2 was actually the best-selling game on PlayStation 4 Australia this week, beating games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Battlefield 5, Division 2, and similarly. And I mean, the fact that those games that were released so much more recently are selling less than Battlefront 2 that was released so long ago just shows the strength of this game. Sure, I'm guessing Battlefront 2 probably was on a bigger sale than they were, but nevertheless, it is amazing to see that the play base is not only being steady at the same level, but it's increasing because new players are also buying the game. And I think this bodes very well for the future of the game, otherwise Dennis wouldn't be saying, "Oh, the play count is really good, but we're shutting down the game," if you know what I mean. So I'm quite excited to see them updating the roadmap further, to see what we're getting beyond June, and maybe stuff that they will add on the current roadmap as well. So yeah, it's overall some good news came out of Star Wars Celebration, although, well, it wasn't, I guess, official news from Star Wars Celebration either. There will also be some AI changes to the arcade, and Jay confirmed that they will be running in the next update, and they also said the AI changes in arcade are pretty nice. I think you will all be pleased. So I'm curious if the AI is going to be similar to the one in Capital Supremacy, because that one is really good. I don't think it's going to be a full-out port, because making AI for something like that is obviously pretty different as compared to just arcade, but any improvement to the arcade bots is welcome, because they are pretty boring and stale, to be honest, right now. And then in regards to all the reveals, there was so much stuff that could be put into Battlefront 2, and I'm probably make a dedicated video on the things that I think would fit, but obviously Clone Wars Season 7 with like Ahsoka, the Bad Batch, and similarly, as well as Episode 9, I'm sure there might be some stuff, although it was a bit tricky to say what exactly from the Episode 9 trailer could fit in Battlefront 2, but also Fallen Order, such as the Purge Trooper, Cal Kestis, Inquisitor, Mandalorian. I mean, there's just so much stuff. I mean, technically, you could probably put anything into Battlefront, right? Anything that's in the Star Wars universe. And I also thought it was funny that after the Clone Wars Season 7 trailer, Dennis actually tweeted out saying, "I guess we've got more work to do now, ... Which just shows that, I mean, when that releases, it would just be the perfect time to release Ahsoka, maybe Ventress, together with the Bad Batch reinforcements, as well as maybe a Clone Legion skin with Ahsoka's, you know, with orange helmets, and similarly. There's just a lot of stuff that could fit into Battlefront 2, and I think it would also make sense for the promotion of the game to be like, oh, look at this new series, or look at this new season, or look at this new movie that you can also now play in Battlefront 2. So it makes sense to tie it into that, and I would be surprised if we won't get anything for any of those releases, whether it's Episode 9, Clone Wars Season 7, or similarly. But I'm very excited to see, well, what the future of this game holds. But I think that's all we've got for Battlefront 2 news right now. Since the Easter break starts, well, pretty much today, I'm guessing we will not be getting the community transmission for the April update until on maybe Tuesday, because Monday is also a red day and the update is released next Wednesday. So next Tuesday is probably when we're getting the April update community transmission that will be detailing everything we are getting in that update. So yeah, look out for that. It might be earlier, but I don't think so, since most people will probably be off work now during Easter. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.